The main topics covered in this lecture are purification of crude metal, Mond's process, Van Arkel method, extraction of zinc from zinc oxide, iron from iron oxide, copper from copper oxide, aluminium from bauxite. Refining. A metal extracted by any method is usually contaminated with some impurity. For obtaining metals of high purity, several techniques are used depending upon the differences in properties of the metal and the impurity. Some of them are listed below: distillation, liquefaction, electrolysis, sound refining, vapor phase refining, chromatographic methods. Distillation. Distillation method is used to purify low boiling metals like zinc and mercury. Liquefaction. This method is used to purify low melting metals like tin. It can be made to flow on a sloping surface. In this way, it is separated from higher melting impurities. Electrolytic refining. This method is used for copper, gold, silver, lead, zinc, aluminium, etc. The impure metal is made as anode and the pure metal is taken as cathode. The reaction takes place at anode, at cathode. After electrolytic refining process, the impurities are collected at the bottom of anode. It is known as anode mud. Sound refining method. Sound refining method is used to get elements of high purity like germanium, silicon, boron, gallium. This method is specially useful for producing semiconductors of very high purity. The main principle behind this method is the impurities are more soluble in the melt than in the pure metal. Vapor phase refining. In this method, first of all, the metal converted into a volatile compound. After that, it decomposes to give pure metal. For the application of this method, the metal should form a volatile compound with an available reagent, and the second one, this volatile compound should be easily decomposable. Mond's process. Mond's process is used for refining nickel. First of all, nickel is heated in a stream of carbon monoxide to form nickel tetracarbonyl complex, which is highly volatile. This nickel tetracarbonyl compound is heated at high temperature, then it decomposes to give pure nickel. Van Arkel method. This method is used to purify zirconium and titanium. In this method, zirconium and titanium is used to purify. This method is very useful for removing all the oxygen and nitrogen present in the form of impurity. The crude metal is heated in an evacuated vessel with the iodine, the metal iodide being more covalent and volatilizes. Then this metal iodide is decomposed on a tungsten filament. The pure metal is thus deposited on the filament. Extraction of iron from its oxides. For the extraction of iron, we use its hematite ore. This hematite ore is first calcined, that means it undergo calcination. After that it subjected to smelting. Smelting means reduction with the carbon. This calcined hematite, coke, limestone, these three raw materials together known as charge. This charge fed into the blast furnace from the top. At the same time, a blast of hot air is passed near the base of the blast furnace. The reaction takes place in blast furnace. Carbon oxidized by hot air to form carbon dioxide. Carbon again oxidized by carbon dioxide to form carbon monoxide. This carbon monoxide reduces iron oxide. Pig iron. Iron obtained from blast furnace is called a pig iron and it contains about 4% of carbon and other impurities such as sulfur, phosphorus, silicon and manganese. Cast iron. It is the iron that contains about 3% of carbon, extremely hard, cannot be welded and brittle. Wrought iron, also known as malleable iron. It is the purest form of iron. It is prepared by oxidizing the impurities in cast iron in a reverberatory furnace lined with hematite. Next extraction, extraction of copper from cuprous oxide. Cuprous oxide, that is Cu2O, can be easily reduced to copper directly by heating with coke. But in case if copper ores are sulfides and contain some iron, the following methods are applied. We already discussed in our previous lecture, part 1. We mentioned froth flotation is used for sulfide ores. Roasting, heating the ore with the excess air. After roasting, we get this copper oxide. It is reduced to copper by using copper sulfide, that is auto reduction takes place. The solidified copper obtained has blistered appearance due to the evolution of sulfur dioxide. So this copper is called blister copper. Next, extraction of zinc from zinc oxide. The decomposition of zinc oxide to zinc and oxide does not occur until over 2000 Kelvin. Zinc oxide can be reduced to zinc using carbon monoxide at around 1700 Kelvin. Aluminium. In the metallurgy of aluminium, purified Al2O3 is mixed with cryolite, which lowers the melting point of the mixed and brings conductivity. The fused matrix is electrolyzed. In electrolysis, a steel vessel with a lining of carbon acts as cathode and graphite anode is used. The overall reaction This process of electrolysis is widely known as Hall-Héroult process. The oxygen liberated at anode react with the carbon of anode producing carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. So frequently we want to remove this anode. The electrolytic reactions are cathode reaction, Al3 plus 3 electrons gives Al. At anode, carbon react with oxygen to form carbon monoxide. Otherwise, carbon combines with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel for more educational videos.